this morning in Dovrefjell. Yesterday was a really chaotic day because I came a little bit later here pitching my tent, and it was in the dark already, so I make a little bit of videos, but it was a really heavy day to be honest. But yeah, I'm having my campsite ready. I'm making some coffee now, and I open the door, and you don't believe it, there's 5 muskoxen before my tent. So I will show you a little bit because it's just really awesome to see it. So yeah, really beautiful morning. It's not really super cold. This is not that bad. It's like -8 today. It was this night really a lot of wind. So yeah, I was a little bit wake up the whole night and checking if the guidelines were still attached on the tent. And but yeah, it was an experience. Like I can don't say it otherwise than that. But yeah, to be sitting here in my tent, making a cup of coffee and see a group of 5 muskoxen from my tent, I could not believe that. So I'm going to be quick. I'm going to make coffee. I'm going to eat some food, and I'm going to head out to see if I can make something beautiful from this muskoxen, because I think they just presenting themselves a little bit to me. I mean, they need to clean it a little bit because it's really a little bit moist because I make coffee. So yeah, thanks, and I hope you enjoy the time with me here in Dovrefjell. Certainly I do, even though it's a really big experience. Yeah, really like it. Thank you, and I come back to you when I'm at the muskoxen. We are, I think, 200 meters now from the muskox. The rule in this national park is that you stay around 200 meters away from the animals, so you don't approach them yeah, too close, because they are not like aggressive. Yesterday I had a great guide with me, Jacob. I also put his links in the descriptions, and he told me they are not aggressive, but they need just a lot of plenty of their own space, so they have their needs. This region is fantastic, really beautiful day. This sun shines, and it's a little bit of clouds before, so it's not super hard light. What I'm going to do now is just sit here and wait for like 20 minutes till they know and they get a little bit used to me, and then I go a little bit closer, and then I'm close enough. If they decide to come to me, fine, but I will not go closer than this to disturb them. Because it's simply not worth no picture to disturb these animals. It's of course cold, and they use all their energy for just surviving this winter. The winter's just starting, so they need to have the coming months still enough energy and a photographer like me is just guest in this nature area, and it's not like good idea to approach them too close. I hear a lot of stories that people do. To be honest, they are big and they are like feisty, so I don't go closer than that. So yeah, I hope I get a good image for you guys and take you along a little bit with me. The funny thing is that I am, I think, around 300 meters from my tent, so this is, yeah, really luxury for me to have this so close. So yeah, my heart is like pounding already. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, come a little bit closer. So make some photos from the muskoxen. I hope I can show you guys what I have. It's just really spectacular. I hope you can see it a little bit. I don't think so. But anyway, I will show you now on the screen itself. Phew. I'm just going to sit here a little bit until they getting used to me, and if they decide to come closer, it would be perfect. If they don't, I will not come closer than this. It's around 200 meters further, a little bit less maybe because they come a little bit closer already. But beautiful to see. I have really nice weather. For a long time I planned this trip already, and now I'm sitting here watching this muskoxen. It's so beautiful. I can really recommend everybody to just visit this region in the winter. Maybe not with tent and everything, but just to take a guide with you and just see this beautiful, majestic animals. It's just really beautiful. And a little bit watching them because they come a little bit closer. Of course, there are signs if they are not feeling comfortable. They are making this like movement with their heads. They got to stomp their feet on the floor and then. Muskoxen are sitting over there, and I try to work my way around them because anyway I don't want to scare them, and I want to get to the other side because the sunrise is coming, and I think I can make maybe something nice with some backlight. So I try to work my way around them so I don't scare them, and I forgot to bring my snowshoes, so it's a little bit heavy going. But yeah, I can always go back and grab them. But yeah, just too enthused about it. So yeah, if I come a little bit closer, I will let you show where they are, and hopefully I can make something nice from them. But yeah, first go around them. See you later. Hello everyone, I hope you liked the video so far, but this video is about a little disappointment, or a big disappointment what I had encountered in Norway. As you know, if you follow my channel a little bit longer, then you know that I went to Dovrefjell, Norway, and I went there with my Fujifilm system, and I tested the Fujifilm system here in the Netherlands. I make over 10 to 15,000 photos before I went to Norway, so I knew what I could expect in this kind of situations from the Fujifilm. But yeah, as you can see in the video, it's not a long video, and it's definitely not what I envisioned myself to make from Norway. So yeah, one part, it was a beautiful trip. It was a extremely gorgeous adventure for me. I really enjoy the trip itself. Only the outcome of the trip was a bit disappointing and have everything to do with the Fujifilm system. And I say it a little bit reluctant because I was thinking about how I make this video, because I don't want to put a Fujifilm in the corner as a bad system, because by any means it's not a bad system, and it is really worth considering as you do wildlife photography as I do. Only thing is that what I encountered in Norway, I just want to tell you guys, and I just want to give you a real honest opinion about it, and based on facts and not on assumptions. So yeah, long story short, this video is not what I had envisioned, because I had in my mind to make a really beautiful nature documentary, about an hour long, with beautiful scenery of the Norwegian mountains, and with my tent, and of course from the muskoxen. But yeah, later about my trip more. But the thing is that I come home, and already after a few days into the adventure itself, I discovered that my autofocus system was not working correctly anymore in this cold. And I had in temperatures in the night plummeting to really like negative numbers. So yeah, minus 20, minus 25 degrees. So yeah, it's Celsius is this. And yeah, it's of course really cold, and apparently the Fujifilm system is not able to operate correctly or without mistakes, because both my Fujifilm X-H2S and the X-H2 developed the same situation or the same mistakes, and it was autofocus problems, because it was just continuously hunting back and forward. Even my scenery had enough contrast, it was continuously like hunting back and forwards. Also the stabilization, if I put my camera on, like the first 10 seconds I didn't have stabilization, and sometimes it just kicked in even later, but most of the time it just kicked in then, and then I could make my handheld video, but the rest I needed to do on tripod. And also a lot of times, and I think this is really something, I needed to take my battery out to reset my whole camera, because it was just bricked. And this I never encountered with my Nikon system. And to be honest, also when I tested my Fujifilm system here in the Netherlands, and also in colder weather, not extremely cold, but a little bit cold, I never experienced this also. So yeah, I think the cold climate for minus 25, it's just too much for the Fujifilm system to handle. This is what I encountered. I hope I'm then the only one. But yeah, I had two cameras with the same problems and the same like issues. So yeah, I come back with a lot less footage what I was expecting and I was hoped to have. That turns out I manual focus a lot of pictures at the end, and I have still a nice amount of pictures what I have from this trip, what I'm happy with, but nothing that I'm thinking, okay, this is really something spectacular and worth the trip itself. The only thing what I have now is just a memory in my head. That was really, really beautiful. So September I go back at like different scenery, not with snow and everything. And in 2027 I'm preparing to do this trip all over again and then with a different system. Because I simply want to have this picture what I have in my mind I want to have. So yeah, it's not like I ruined or throw it away. It's just a little bit longer period that I get this picture or not. So yeah, that's why my video is a little bit shorter than I wanted to be, because yeah, a lot of footage is just like me talking to you guys now. It's just out of focus, so you just see like one blur, and it didn't out of focus on me completely. And yeah, so it was a bummer, to be exact. But yeah, now I come back from this trip. I processed the images what I could and what was savable, and also the videos. This is what I incorporated in the video. And further, I was thinking, okay, what now? As for my professional work, I am dependent, of course, on my gear, and my gear needs to be operating in all temperatures, minus, plus, wherever I am, it needs to be operating. Of course, it is still an electrical device. It's still like perceptive of malfunctions and errors, because yeah, it is a device. I get that, but this is it's just too much. So how fantastic I think the Fujifilm is. For my professional work, I need to be solely reliable on my gear. So I switched back for my professional work to Nikon. And it doesn't say nothing about the Fujifilm in output-wise. It's just only in this scenario, in this environment where I was in, it was just showing that Fujifilm is, for me, not still not the option that I need to have to be completely reliable. And yeah, I hope in the future with maybe Nix H3 that I also addresses these concerns about the extremes, the extreme environments as a wildlife photographer. But yeah, I will still use Fujifilm because I think it's a fantastic, beautiful system with a beautiful output, with beautiful lenses. Still, I think this 500mm Fujifilm 5.6 lens is one of the best telephoto lenses I ever used. The rendering is gorgeous. And yeah, I think I can not speak any bad thing about Fujifilm except on my experiences in the mountains, in the cold. And yeah, before you think maybe you did something wrong yourself, I also think like that in the beginning, but I took all precautions to avoid all mistakes, to avoid humidity. So leaving everything outside of the tent. So of course I breathe in the tent, so a lot of moist in the tent. I leave everything packed safely outside. I didn't open nothing, except the battery door, but not in like bad conditions like snowstorms or something. So I take every precaution, what I also did with my other systems. So yeah, there's nothing that I can find in my memory that could explain that two camera bodies were doing the same behavior and the same malfunctions. So yeah. But yeah, back on the topic what I'm shooting now with, because yeah, like I said, I'm back to Nikon, and yeah, Nikon was the system what I used before Fujifilm, and the only reason for me was the volume and the weight of the system itself. And to be honest, I really enjoyed the first 2 days with the Fujifilm in the mountains, because yeah, frankly, if I need to take my Nikon system completely with me, I was, I think, a little bit struggling in the deep snow and with weight and everything. So yeah, I was really happy with the volume and the weight reduction from the Fujifilm system. So yeah, this was really good. But yeah, at the end, you go there for your results, and then you need to come back with something usable. And yeah, I carry then a little bit more that I know, of course, everything's working correctly. So yeah, it's always a compromise, I think. So it's a learning moment for me. Don't whine about weight. Just carry something what is already proven to be reliable and everything. So I'm shooting now on the Nikon
Z9 or Z9, some of you say like that. And I have a Nikon ZR for my video work. So both cameras, awesome. I come from a Z8, so frankly, this is a bigger body, bigger battery, but not a lot of big differences between the Z8 and this one. Yeah, I choose for the Z9 because of the battery life. And ZR is a really interesting camera, and mainly because, yeah, it has some formats what I never explored before. And also, I think the 32-bit float recording could be really awesome to make some nature sounds. So yeah, that's what I was doing the last, like, say 6-7 weeks, like selling my gear, buying the new Nikon gear, and yeah, making my set complete again to, yeah, start my YouTube channel all over again with the Nikon. So yeah, for the people who follow me for the Fujifilm equipment, yeah, don't be discouraged about your gear. If you don't go to the extremes, then it's one of the best systems you can have in wildlife, and I can tell you the output, it's amazing. You don't have to go really to another system. If you do or planning to go into extremes, then maybe consider bringing another system. Um, or yeah, like me, I stay in a tent, so maybe in a longer period of really extremes, the buildup of errors are more like seeable, or how you say it, coming out. But yeah, the Fujifilm users, I really do like Fujifilm still. I will continue use Fujifilm with an X-T5 and two like Fujichrons, like a 23mm f2 and a 35mm f2 for my like traveling photography, because yeah, I don't need my full frame for traveling. The output of Fujifilm is amazing, and their usability is so much fun. So I will really miss that. But yeah, my professional work, it's just based on reliable gear, and I know Nikon is just reliable. So I'm planning now in September to go back to Dovrefjell to redo some photos in like a little bit different environment without snow. And for 2027, I'm going again back in winter to Dovrefjell, so I can make the pictures and videos like how I envisioned it in my mind. And I hope then I can just give you something what I think is spectacular, because I'm not so satisfied about this, yeah, this video. And yeah, although I think the trip was beautiful, because I saw the muskoxen for the first time, and my heartbeat was like 150 beats per second, because yeah, these animals are just so majestic. And I had a great guide with me, Jacob. I will leave also the links in the descriptions if you're interested about the Dovrefjell region and you go there. Yeah, consider to take him as a guide, because I frankly never in the world I experienced such a passionate person guide before. So yeah, really fantastic. He helped me a lot. Um, yeah, really nice, really knowledgeable. And so I put these links in the description for you guys to visit the region and go with a guide. I only want to say something because this is what I saw there, and I see it more often, and just want to also use my YouTube channel a little bit to tell a little bit about it, and just have respect for nature. Stories what I hear from the guide, and also what I experienced there, is that people think too lightly about nature, and they think, oh, I can just go hike and I'm in the park, no problem. And but it's still a wild animal. So if you're planning to go there, just have respect for nature. Take your trash with you, and please take a guide who can explain exactly what happened or what could happen in nature. Because yeah, the stories that people get attacked, and the animals are blamed for it, is just ridiculous, because we are guests in nature and it's not other way around. So yeah, as a photographer to other photographers or nature enthusiasts, please have respect for nature and place yourself as a guest in nature, and don't think that you own the place, because it's simply not. yeah, so coming videos will going about Nikon again. It will be made with Nikon system or Nikon equipment, or Nikon, how you say it? I say Nikon. In Holland say Nikon. Most of you settings say Nikon. But yeah, not a problem how you pronounce it. It's beautiful system. So yeah, I really wish that I could bring you a little bit more like positive feedback on a Fujifilm system. But yeah, you come here to hear like realistic world usage of the system of Fujifilm, and yeah, I can like explain that everything went good, and you go there and nothing's going like you planned it. And yeah, I want to just avoid that. I have this experience now, and I just want to share this with you guys. So yeah, for the people who know me already and follow me the whole time, thank you. And for the new people, I hope you consider to subscribe on my channel, because the coming times I will be having much more time, and of course I have my system complete again to make this kind of videos again. So I will also talk about this red raw footage of the Nikon ZR or ZR. It's really difficult. Fujifilm, you have just one saying, Fujifilm. Nikon, Nikon, ZZ. Yeah, it would be funny how I pronounce everything the coming time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and a new adventure starts. In September, I bring you again with beautiful Dovrefjell. With the same guide Jakob. I will introduce you him on my channel, and I hope you enjoy still a little bit of the footage what I bring from you for you from Dovrefjell. And yeah, if you have questions, leave them in the comments. And yeah, if you have suggestions for making videos about Nikon, or if you want to have something like Nikon versus Fujifilm, like how it's competing with each other. My best friend is still using Fujifilm, and he's a really happy with it, and he's not going really into the extreme environments, but he do a lot of dog photography, and he make the most beautiful portraitures of dogs. So yeah, I can always borrow his gear to make a good versus like video for Fujifilm X-H2S to the Nikon something. So yeah, um, happy to be back on the YouTube channel after a few 6-7 weeks, and I hope you guys going good this year for 2026. And yeah, I promise to be a really beautiful year. So for now, I say see you next time. Thank you.